Welcome, Class 9 students, to an exciting journey into the world of biology. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that has revolutionized medicine and saved millions of lives: antibiotics. We'll explore these incredible germ-fighting drugs, from their simple beginnings to the complex challenges they face today. Get ready to uncover the secrets of how these tiny molecules keep us healthy across four engaging levels of understanding. Let's start with the basics. What exactly are antibiotics? And why are they so important in our daily lives? Prepare to learn about these powerful medicines. Antibiotics are special medicines designed to either kill or stop the growth of harmful bacteria inside our bodies. Think of them as tiny, highly effective germ fighters. They are remarkable because they are like smart bombs, specifically targeting bacterial cells while largely leaving our own human cells unharmed. It's crucial to remember that antibiotics are only effective against bacteria. They do not work against viruses, which cause illnesses like the common cold or flu. Some common examples of antibiotics you might have heard of include penicillin and amoxicillin, which have been instrumental in treating various bacterial infections. So, why are these specialized medicines so important? Firstly, antibiotics are vital for treating many serious bacterial infections, helping us recover from conditions like strep throat, pneumonia, and urinary tract infections. Historically, before their discovery, even simple bacterial infections could be deadly, making antibiotics true lifesavers that have dramatically increased human lifespan. It's extremely important to use antibiotics only when prescribed by a doctor and to always complete the full course of treatment, even if you start feeling better, to ensure all harmful bacteria are eliminated. Interestingly, many antibiotics are derived from living organisms, such as certain types of fungi, like the Penicillium fungus which gave us penicillin, and even some soil bacteria. Now, let's test your understanding of the basics of antibiotics. Take a moment to answer these three questions. 1. What is the main function of an antibiotic? 2. Can antibiotics be used to treat the common cold? Think about why or why not. And 3. Can you name 2 common examples of antibiotics? Pause the video if you need more time, and then we'll move on to the next level. Ready to go a bit deeper? In this medium level, we'll explore the fascinating story of how antibiotics were discovered, how they actually work inside your body, and a growing challenge they face. The story of antibiotics begins with a truly serendipitous discovery. In 1928, Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming noticed something peculiar in his laboratory. A common mold, Penicillium notatum had accidentally contaminated one of his bacterial cultures. He observed that this mold was actively preventing the bacteria from growing around it. This accidental observation led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first true antibiotic. Later, in the 1940s, scientists Howard Florey and Ernst Chain successfully purified penicillin, making it available for widespread use. Its deployment during World War II saved countless lives from infections that would have previously been fatal, earning it the title of a miracle drug and revolutionizing modern medicine. So, how exactly do these miracle drugs work? Antibiotics operate by specifically targeting and disrupting vital processes that are unique to bacterial cells without significantly harming our own human cells. For instance, some antibiotics, like penicillin, are known as cell wall inhibitors. They prevent bacteria from building their rigid cell walls, which are essential for their survival, causing the bacteria to burst due. Other antibiotics act as protein synthesis inhibitors, and they stop bacteria from manufacturing the essential proteins they need to grow, function, and multiply. A different class interferes with DNA or RNA synthesis, halting the bacteria's ability to copy their genetic material and reproduce. And some even act as membrane disruptors, damaging the bacterial cell membrane, leading to leakage and ultimately cell death. Antibiotics can also be broadly categorized based on their spectrum of activity. Broad-spectrum antibiotics, like amoxicillin, are effective against a wide range of bacterial types. They are often used when the specific infecting bacteria isn't yet identified. In contrast, narrow-spectrum antibiotics, such as penicillin G, target only specific types of bacteria, which can be beneficial as they have less impact on the beneficial bacteria in our bodies. However, a major challenge today is antibiotic resistance. This occurs when bacteria evolve and develop the ability to withstand the effects of antibiotics, making the medicines ineffective. The overuse and misuse of antibiotics are major contributors to this growing problem, leading to infections that are increasingly difficult to treat and posing a serious global health threat. Time to test your knowledge at the medium level. Here are 5 questions for you. First, who discovered penicillin and what organism was it derived from? Second, explain one specific way antibiotics work to kill bacteria. Third, differentiate between broad-spectrum and narrow-spectrum antibiotics. Fourth, what is antibiotic resistance and why is it a significant concern? And finally, why is it crucial to complete the full course of antibiotics, even if you feel better? Take your time to formulate your answers. Are you ready to delve deeper into the complex world of antibiotics? In this hard level, we'll uncover the intricate details of how these drugs work, the science behind resistance, and their connection to biological classification. Antibiotics employ a diverse array of sophisticated biochemical strategies to selectively inhibit bacterial growth. For example, beta-lactam antibiotics, which include penicillin and cephalosporins, specifically block the formation of peptidoglycan, the unique component of bacterial cell walls. This interference leads to a weakened cell wall, causing the bacteria to burst due to osmotic pressure. Another major group targets protein synthesis. Aminoglycosides and tetracyclines interfere with the smaller 30S ribosomal subunit, while macrolides and chloramphenicol bind to the larger 50S ribosomal subunit, preventing bacteria from making essential proteins. For nucleic acid synthesis, quinolones inhibit DNA gyrase, an enzyme vital for DNA replication, and rifampicin blocks bacterial RNA polymerase, stopping RNA production. Lastly, sulfonamides and trimethoprim ingeniously block different steps in the bacterial pathway for synthesizing folic acid, a crucial coenzyme that humans obtain from their diet, thus sparing our cells. Antibiotics are classified based on their chemical structure, mechanism of action, and spectrum of activity. For instance, beta-lactams like penicillins and cephalosporins target the cell wall. Aminoglycosides such as streptomycin and gentamicin, and tetracyclines like doxycycline, inhibit protein synthesis by acting on the 30S ribosomal subunit. Macrolides, including erythromycin and azithromycin, target the 50S ribosomal subunit. Fluoroquinolones like ciprofloxacin interfere with bacterial DNA synthesis. However, bacteria have evolved various mechanisms to resist these drugs. They can produce enzymes, like beta-lactamases, that chemically inactivate the antibiotic. Some bacteria develop efflux pumps that actively pump the antibiotic out of the cell before it can cause harm. Others modify the target site of the antibiotic, preventing it from binding effectively, or alter their cell wall permeability to reduce antibiotic entry. Some even develop alternative metabolic pathways to bypass the blocked one. The emergence of superbugs, multidrug-resistant bacteria, is a severe global health crisis, making common infections increasingly difficult and sometimes impossible to treat. This leads to prolonged hospital stays, higher healthcare costs, and unfortunately, increased mortality. Combating this challenge requires a One Health approach, recognizing that antibiotic resistance spreads between humans, animals, and the environment, necessitating coordinated efforts across all sectors. Our understanding of the Five Kingdom classification is deeply intertwined with antibiotics. Bacteria, belonging to the Monera kingdom, are the primary targets. Their unique cell structures and metabolic pathways, like the peptidoglycan cell wall, are precisely what antibiotics exploit. Conversely, many early and effective antibiotics, such as penicillin, were discovered from organisms in the fungi kingdom, which produce these compounds as secondary metabolites, likely for their own defense against bacteria in their environment. This fundamental biological understanding informs both drug discovery and strategies to combat resistance. Now, let's challenge your understanding at the hard level. Here are 7 questions to ponder. 1. Describe 2 distinct mechanisms by which antibiotics inhibit bacterial growth, providing an example for each. 2. Explain how bacteria develop resistance to antibiotics through target modification. 3. Why are beta-lactam antibiotics generally safe for human use despite targeting cell wall synthesis? 4. What is meant by superbugs, and what are the major consequences of their emergence? 5. How does understanding the classification of bacteria, or Monera, aid in the development of new antibiotics? 6. Discuss the crucial role of fungi in the history of antibiotic discovery. And 7. Outline the One Health approach to combating antibiotic resistance. Take your time to construct detailed answers. Welcome to the hardest level, where we'll explore antibiotics with competitive depth. We'll uncover historical impacts, intricate biochemical mechanisms, genetic foundations of resistance, and futuristic solutions, connecting it all to our understanding of the 5-kingdom classification. The period following World War II, often called the Golden Age of Antibiotics, witnessed an unprecedented revolution in medicine. The widespread availability of these miracle cures drastically reduced mortality from infectious diseases, fundamentally altering public health and significantly increasing the average human lifespan. Conditions like tuberculosis, pneumonia, and syphilis, once devastating, became largely curable. This medical triumph also enabled complex medical procedures such as major surgeries, organ transplants, and advanced cancer therapies like chemotherapy by mitigating the high risk of opportunistic bacterial infections. However, this widespread success came with a hidden cost. The immense selective pressure exerted by antibiotic use accelerated the evolution and global spread of resistant bacterial strains, setting the stage for the current looming crisis of antibiotic resistance. Antibiotics exhibit remarkable biochemical specificity, targeting vital pathways distinct to bacteria. Beta-lactams, for instance, inhibit transpeptidases, also known as penicillin-binding proteins or PBPs, which are crucial for cross-linking peptidoglycan units in the bacterial cell wall. Glycopeptides like vancomycin take a different approach, binding directly to the diala-diala terminus of peptidoglycan precursors, blocking both cross-linking and elongation. In protein synthesis, aminoglycosides cause misreading of mRNA at the 30S ribosomal subunit, while tetracyclines block tRNA binding. Macrolides, on the other hand, inhibit translocation at the 50S subunit. Fluoroquinolones specifically target bacterial DNA gyrase and topoisomerase 4, enzymes vital for DNA supercalling and separation. Rifamycins inhibit bacterial DNA-dependent RNA polymerase. For metabolic pathways, sulfonamides are PABA analogues, competitively inhibiting dehydropteroate synthase in bacterial folic acid synthesis, a pathway absent in humans who acquire folate nutritionally. The rapid and widespread dissemination of antibiotic resistance is primarily driven by horizontal gene transfer, where bacteria share genetic material. Conjugation involves the direct transfer of resistance-carrying plasmids between bacteria. Transformation is the uptake of naked DNA from the environment by competent bacterial cells. Transduction occurs when bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria, transfer resistance genes. Beyond HGT, spontaneous mutations in chromosomal genes can alter antibiotic targets or activate efflux pumps. Bacteria-forming biofilms also exhibit enhanced resistance due to reduced antibiotic penetration and altered metabolic states. The five-kingdom classification provides essential context. Monera, encompassing bacteria, highlights their incredible diversity and unique cellular structures like gram-positive versus gram-negative envelopes, which dictate drug targeting. Fungi, a separate kingdom, are crucial as the original source of many antibiotics, producing these compounds as secondary metabolites, demonstrating the rich biochemical potential within microbial diversity for drug discovery. The antibiotic drug discovery pipeline has significantly slowed since the 1980s, creating a critical gap in combating rising resistance. This challenge necessitates novel approaches. Phage therapy, using specific bacteriophages to infect and lyse resistant bacteria, offers a targeted solution. CRISPR-based antimicrobials aim to precisely edit or destroy resistance genes within bacterial populations. Antimicrobial peptides, or AMPs, are naturally occurring molecules that disrupt bacterial membranes, showing broad-spectrum activity with potentially lower resistance development. Adjuvants, drugs designed to restore the efficacy of existing antibiotics by blocking bacterial resistance mechanisms, like beta-lactamase inhibitors, are also vital. Crucially, antibiotic stewardship programs are being implemented globally to optimize antibiotic use in human and veterinary medicine, preserving their effectiveness. From an engineering perspective, rapid diagnostic tools are being developed to quickly identify pathogens and their resistance profiles, alongside advanced drug delivery systems to enhance therapeutic outcomes and minimize side effects, all critical for navigating this complex global health challenge. Let's tackle the first 5 questions at the hardest level. 1. Elaborate on the specific biochemical interactions of beta-lactam antibiotics and glycopeptide antibiotics with the bacterial cell wall, highlighting their distinct mechanisms of action. 2. Compare and contrast the mechanisms by which aminoglycosides and macrolides inhibit bacterial protein synthesis, referencing their specific ribosomal targets. 3. Explain the 3 primary mechanisms of horizontal gene transfer in bacteria and how each contributes to the rapid dissemination of antibiotic resistance genes. 4. Discuss the critical role of understanding bacterial, or Monera, cellular unique structures and metabolic pathways in the rational design of highly specific antibiotics. And 5. Beyond direct killing, how do novel approaches like phage therapy and CRISPR-based antimicrobials offer distinct advantages in combating multidrug-resistant bacteria? Here are the remaining 5 challenging questions. 6. Analyze the One Health concept in the context of antibiotic resistance, explaining how human, animal, and environmental factors are interconnected in the spread and control of resistant pathogens. 7. How do efflux pumps and target modification contribute differently to antibiotic resistance, and what are the implications for drug development? 8. Describe the historical significance of the discovery and mass production of penicillin, and how it fundamentally altered medical practice and public health. 9. From an engineering perspective, what challenges are involved in developing new antibiotic compounds, and what strategies are being explored to overcome the current discovery pipeline crisis? And 10. Explain how the classification of fungi as a distinct kingdom contributed to the initial discovery of antibiotics, and discuss the ongoing potential of natural products from diverse microbial sources. And that brings us to the end of our comprehensive exploration of antibiotics, from their basic functions to their complex biochemical mechanisms and the global challenge of resistance. We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for these life-saving drugs and the intricate science behind them. For more in-depth learning, interactive lessons, and practice questions across various subjects, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more engaging educational content. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions.